Welcome back to Quad Radio as we continue with part number 2, setting the stage in our Pro Am class with Sean Taylor, along with this Kody Suggs, Kyle Fix, and also Joel Hetrick. We'll be talking with Kyle here in just a few moments. But back to Sean. Let me ask you this. How much of a contrast was it training in Texas with Joel and then moving over to Florida and hooking up with guys like Kyle Fix and Kody and all those guys, man? I mean, what was the transition like?
Oh, I don't think it was that bad. Just more faster kids to ride with, I think. Over in Texas, there are not a lot of kids to ride with. It was just me and Joel pretty much pushing each other at the gym and stuff. And, when we get on the track, Joel was helping me there. And then we get over here and you kind of see what your competition's doing and, and they're seeing what you're doing. So, I don't know, it's fun. And, we're pushing everybody on the track when we're out there and stuff. So,
how are you feeling about coming into the season? You feeling strong?
I'm feeling strong. I actually switched teams this year. I'm riding for Root River, so I'm on a couple different bikes. I'm still on the Hondas, but I'm on riding for the Motowa suspension. And we've been, for the past couple of weeks, we've been kind of getting suspension set up right and trying to get me dialed in. And yeah, I'm feeling comfortable right now. I got a little bit more work to do, but I'll be ready come round 1, I think.
So I guess that aside from you wanting it to be here so soon, that 2.5 weeks that we're looking at, you can utilize this then, I guess, huh?
Yeah, exactly. We'll be ready for sure, but we got a lot of work to do in the next couple of weeks, I think. But I'm excited. I'm ready to race. I'm tired of doing the same thing over and over every day. Just practicing and stuff. I'm ready to be there.
Have you guys had a chance? Any of you guys had a chance to do any racing in the last couple of weeks? Or has it all been training?
I don't know about these guys if they've been racing. There was a local race down in Texas that I did just before we left to come down to Texas. Or down to Florida, I'm sorry. It was at Three Palms MX. So I went and did that. Raced with like Brent Sellers and Craig Porter and a couple other, Texas guys. So I got a few date drops in that weekend.
Nice. So you got a little bit of race time under your belt, so that's pretty good. And Kyle Fix, we welcome you to the program here today. Well, before I do that, same question I asked Kody there a few moments ago, Sean. What are your goals for this 2012 season?
My main goal is to stay healthy, and compared to last year, I want to be able to make it to every race, and when I get there, I want to do what I came to do, and that's ride and do good. I'm looking for, top 5s, some podiums, even the championship, because last year that should have been the year for me to, really make a name for myself. And with getting hurt, I didn't really get to do so. That podium I got at Loretta's really boosted my confidence for this season, and knowing that, I have the speed to run up front with these guys, and, I'm looking forward to doing that.
That's sweet, and I know that training with these guys, the guys that you're training with are some of the elite in the class right now. Are you stacking up speed-wise in practice with these guys right now?
Oh, yeah, we have our days, some days I feel really good, some days I don't, and they're running pretty consistent times, and, they're just excited as I am to get to racing, they're getting bored too, but, and everybody's looking pretty good right now.
That's great. And welcoming now Kyle Fix. Kyle, buddy, how's things going, man?
Oh, good. Not too bad. Just trying to keep my knee healthy and stay healthy with all these guys.
I can imagine it's probably a chore to do that, to stay healthy, man, because you want to push yourself all the time, I imagine.
Yeah. I mean, especially with Natalie there, he's always got that like Iron Man mentality and wants us to just keep trying different things and get faster and take risks. And we're all just trying to stay healthy and not get hurt.
Sweet. And let's back up just a little bit and kind of introduce you to the ATV racing community. For those that don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you come from, and all that stuff.
Well, I'm Kyle Fix. I'm from a small town, Armada, Michigan. My dad owns a construction company, and that's pretty much how I made it to here. And first national year was '09. I only did like 4. And then in 2010, I dedicated. I said I'm going to do the whole season, and at round 6 in Steel City, I broke my femur and tore a bunch of ligaments in my knee, so that put me out for the year. Had surgery on it and came back last year, and then crashed in Alabama and kind of re-injured it, but just kind of kept pushing through the season and try to make the best out of it.
I remember, Kyle, you had some pretty spectacular moments last year, man. I mean, you had some strong rides out there, and it wasn't as probably consistent as what you would have liked, but nonetheless, man, I mean, you had a really good season last year.
Yeah, I mean, Unlimited, I could do good in both motos there, but, it seemed like all my production, I'd have, a second or a third place finish in the first moto. In the second moto, I'd crash or I'd break something or something would happen. I just had terrible luck in production, but I had a couple good showings in that class.
That's always nice. And to know that you've got it, but just can't put it all together is a good feeling at the same time, even though it's frustrating, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. It's like, I know I can run up there and I train hard enough to stay consistent and whatnot, but I just had some bad luck, and I'm on Hondas this year. I got rid of my KTM, so hopefully that'll help the consistency out.
So it sounds like all you guys have got some changes going on in the program. I mean, you guys are a bunch of guys in transition right now together, not only training, huh? You're all training in transition.
Yeah. I mean, Cody's coming off injury. Sean's coming off injury. He's on some new shocks and arms and whatnot, and I'm changed a whole different bikes. Joel changed a whole different bike. So we're all just kind of, trying to prepare as fast as we can for the season and get comfortable.
Sweet. Now, you've been down with John Natale for quite some time, from what I understand, correct?
Yeah. I trained all down here last year with them, and then I came down New Year's Eve and been training ever since.
Wow. So tell me what it's been like. I know we were alluding to the champ program, the kind of mocking thing that they got going on there. But obviously, I think with that, the Ironman mentality that was mentioned there a few moments ago, I think that you guys have got something pretty serious going on there, right?
Yeah, I mean, John doesn't let any of us slack. I mean, he's a great trainer and a great mentor. He always wants us to get faster. He gets more mad at us when we don't progress than at himself when he's having trouble. He just wants the sport to progress and keep the sport going. If people don't help the slower people get faster, the sport's not going to progress. So he's a great mentor for us.
That's awesome. And John winning his second championship, and it was a long time in between his championship. It'd almost be like you'd almost wonder if John wouldn't be the type of guy that, okay, now I got this championship, I'm going to protect it as best I can and not give these guys any edge. But it's totally the opposite, man. I mean, it's almost like John is at a position in his career where he's not only still fast and has a lot to offer the sport, but he's starting to look in other directions that he can offer things to the sport.
Oh, yeah. He knows. I mean, John's still fast, and he's progressing down here. I mean, he'll be a good contender this year, but, I mean, Joel's his teammate and his competitor, and he helps Joel out just as much as he helps us out, and Joel helps him, and we all help each other. We ride together every day, I mean, he's not scared to help anybody get faster. He's not afraid to get beat. He wants the sport to progress and keep everybody going. Yeah,
and I guess that kind of gives him a reason to continue to work and work harder, I guess. If he's making you guys work harder, then it's going to make him work harder at the same time, I guess, huh?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Now, nightlife, what's it like? I understand that Sean is kind of like the babysitter for Joel. I know we're just kidding about that. But nightlife for you guys, man, what's it been like? Is it crazy antics? I know you're one of the nuttier guys out there. You got one of the more brighter, flamboyant personalities, so I'm sure it's pretty exciting times for you.
Oh, no. I mean, we all chill at night together, and sometimes we go out to eat, but we never get too crazy. We want to just pretty much stick to training and keep going. We don't want to get up to anything stupid.
Wow. Are you growing up, man? Are you maturing?
Yeah, a little bit this year, But, just I still like having fun, but, I'm down here to train and not down here to get in trouble and throw my time away.
Well, that's great, man. That is cool. But I'm sure once the season gets started, you're going to find some time to get a little crazy.
Oh, yeah. And first off, I'm going to go home 1 or 2 times this season, and then, I'll have a little fun then. But other than that, I like sticking to training because I hate going to that next race and now wondering, if I did enough to prepare for this race. I always like going and saying I did more than enough.
Wow, that's pretty impressive, too. And it sounds like, you've always been serious, but are you more serious this year than in years past? Well,
yeah, I just turned 22 in November, and it's like, I was thinking about moving up the pro class this year because, I mean, my stamina is down, but, you know, I can always get a little bit faster. But I waited. John talked me out of it, and I stuck to Pro Am, and it's just my year to make a name. You know, I've always been the new guy. I mean, last year was my first full year ever at the Nationals, and just trying to make a name for myself and get better sponsors and stuff like that.
So that's great, man. And like we say, you know, people are pretty serious. You're pretty serious, and as much as that goes, that's a pretty good indication to what 2012 seems to hold. I talked about the talent pool. It's deep. And I almost think it may be deeper, and you guys might be able to answer this question as well. But the talent pool in that Pro Am class is so much deeper this year than it was even last year.
Oh yeah, I mean there's so many names out there that could win this year. I mean, there's no just given. I mean, Gibson's coming back, and he's always been a real good rider. But you know, I mean, it's not all about the speed this year. They stepped our class up in production. You know, to 15 minutes plus 2 laps, and that was pretty exciting because the 10 minutes, I think, was just too short. It was still just a sprint, and you had to fight to get up front and didn't have enough time to, you know, relax and make passes. Now, you know, we got a couple extra laps, and we all been training hard enough down here we're ready to sprint it, and it's going to be a good year. I mean, there's definitely, I mean, I'd say at least 5, 6, 7 names out there that could definitely win.
Now, how do you feel about the return of Cody Gibson? Does that make you guys nervous, or does that inspire you guys?
No, I mean, I'm not scared. I ain't scared. I mean, I can't speak for Cody or Sean, but, you know, it's just you have to watch everybody and learn from them, and it's just going to help me want to push harder and go faster.
So have you guys been hearing anything about any of the competition? I mean, is there any, like, you know, this guy's this guy's that? I mean, are people trying to play mind games with each other right now?
Oh, yeah. Everybody's always trying to get in everybody's mind, you know, about, you know, oh, this person said this, but I heard this person was doing that. It's just like, you just got to wait and see for yourself. I got a pretty good head game myself, so I don't let nobody get inside. I can take care of myself, and I know what I got to do to win and be fast. Well,
that's great, man. It sounds like I said, it sounds like you guys all got your ducks in a row right now, and very, very serious. And I imagine you guys are probably aching to get out on the racetrack right now, right?
Oh, yeah. Cody Gibson just pulled up, and we're sitting in my truck talking to you, and we're getting ready to head out and put some motos in today.
All righty. Well, you be sure and tell Cody we said hey, and we want to get a hold of him here in the next couple of weeks before the season kicks off, and we'll talk to him as well, all right?
Right on. Sounds good, Rodney.
All right. Anything that you guys want to add? Anybody you want to say a shout out to or anything like that? We'll go in the order that we talk to the guys. Joel, anybody that you want to say anything to?
Team Canyon Motorworks. I mean, for them guys helped me out this year. Can't thank them enough.
That's for sure, man. You got a great team there. What about Cody, buddy? Anything you want to say before we go?
Oh, I definitely got to thank my family. Without them, I wouldn't be here at all. And, you know, John and Tally and just all the guys down here for helping me out and pushing me along.
Sean Taylor?
Yeah, my dad, he works his butt off for me to do this stuff. And so definitely him. River Racing and Moto Wash Shocks, Hetrick Racing, you know, Dick and Michelle are, you know, helping me out all the time, you know, always asking how I'm doing down here at Joel, and, you know, so, yeah, that's pretty much about it.
All righty. And, of course, last and certainly not least, Mr. Kyle Fix, any last parting shots you want to throw out there?
Oh, yeah, my mom, she pays for all this, and, you know, she works a couple jobs to keep me going and buys me new bikes and stuff like that. My daddy helped me out pretty good this year. Greg from Pro Quad Performance, I mean, Jody, Wayne PP, all of them guys, I can't thank them enough. And, I mean, all their support is the only way I'd make it here.
I'll tell you what, man, it sounds like each and every one of you are blessed individually. So I hope those blessings continue to rain down on you. I'm looking for a great season, guys. Thanks again for taking the time out to talk with us here on Quad Radio today, man.
Later, Rodney. See ya.
All right, that's Kody Suggs, Kyle Fix, Sean Taylor, and, of course, Joel Hetrick as we set the stage for the 2012 AMA ATV Motocross Championship. I'm Rodney Tomlin. This is Quad Radio.